Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a boy named Jake. Jake was a bright, creative, and curious teenager who had a dream of becoming an inventor. His room was cluttered with sketches, half-built models, and notes on potential inventions. However, there was one thing holding him back: procrastination. Every day after school, Jake would tell himself that he would work on his projects. But somehow, time would slip away as he got caught up in playing video games, watching TV, or browsing the internet. His parents and teachers often reminded him of his potential, but Jake always felt overwhelmed by the thought of starting and finishing his inventions. One day, his science teacher, Mr. Thompson, announced a school-wide invention contest. The winner would get a chance to present their invention at a national science fair. This was the opportunity Jake had always dreamed of. Yet he found himself delaying the start of his project day after day. The deadline was looming, and Jake began to feel the weight of his procrastination. One evening, as he sat in his room staring at a blank piece of paper, his younger sister, Emily, walked in. Emily was only 8 years old, but she had a way of seeing things clearly. She looked at Jake and said, "Why don't you start with something small, Jake? Just one little step." Jake realized that she was right. He didn't need to complete his entire invention in one go. He just needed to start with something small. So, he decided to sketch out the basic design of his idea. That night, he drew a simple blueprint for a device that could help his mom with gardening, an automated watering system. The next day, Jake felt a small sense of accomplishment. He had taken the first step. Motivated by this progress, he decided to break his project into smaller tasks: gathering materials, building the framework, programming the system, and testing it. Each evening, he dedicated just 1 hour to his project, focusing on one task at a time. As days turned into weeks, Jake's invention began to take shape. He found that the more he worked on it, the more excited he became. The initial fear of starting was replaced by the joy of creating. He also noticed that he had more free time than he thought. By avoiding procrastination, he was actually able to balance his project with his hobbies and schoolwork. On the day of the contest, Jake presented his automated watering system to the judges and his classmates. The judges were impressed by the innovation and functionality of his invention. Jake felt a sense of pride and accomplishment he had never experienced before. His hard work paid off when he was announced as the winner of the contest. Winning the contest was a significant achievement, but what mattered more to Jake was what he had learned about himself. He realized that procrastination had been holding him back from achieving his dreams. By taking small, manageable steps and focusing on consistent progress, he could overcome any challenge. Jake's journey didn't end with the contest. Inspired by his success, he continued to pursue his passion for inventing. He set new goals, started new projects, and always remembered to take things one step at a time. His story spread throughout the town, inspiring other students to tackle their own procrastination. Years later, Jake became a renowned inventor, known for his innovative solutions that made everyday life easier for people. He often shared his story at schools and events, emphasizing the importance of starting small and staying persistent. Jake's message was simple yet powerful: procrastination is a hurdle, but with the right mindset and approach, it can be overcome. And so, Jake's story of overcoming procrastination served as a beacon of inspiration for many, showing that with determination and the willingness to take small steps, one can achieve great things.